When Super Mario Odyssey released on the 27th of October 2017, the main gimmick the game promoted was Mario's ability to use Cappy to capture nearby objects or foes and control them for some time. However, as amazing as this sounds, and it is, I mean, you can become a T-Rex, a Goomba, a fork, and even better, a tree. The interesting part of Super Mario Odyssey is that Mario has the widest range of movements that it has ever had. The combination of these movements has led to crazy combos that speedrunners and pro players alike use to move through Odyssey's kingdoms as fast as they can. So, in this guide, I hope to teach you all the resources Mario has up his sleeve to move like a pro player. Mario's most emblematic movement is also the main tool you'll use. Use the A or B button to jump. If you just tap the button, Mario's jump will be considerably lower than if you keep the B or A button pressed. If you press the jump button quickly again after having jumped, Mario will perform a double jump, getting more height with it. The double jump can be executed while moving or static, and just like with the regular jump, its height can vary if you tap the jump button or you keep it pressed. The triple jump is also one of Mario's most iconic movements. To do a triple jump, just jump again after a double jump while in movement and Mario will launch himself to the skies. Once again, if you just tap the button, the peak height of Mario's triple jump will be significantly lower. The side Sommersault is not the most useful tool Mario has available, but it is fun nonetheless to use it from time to time. To perform it, while Mario is moving in a certain direction, push the left stick in the opposite direction and press the jump button. To perform a backflip, just press the jump button while crouching. The backflip jump is great to reach a considerable height with precision. It doesn't go as high as a triple jump, but it's still one of the highest jumps that Mario can make. If you crouch while moving and press the button jump at the same time, you will perform a long jump, which is great to cover big gaps. Also, although it is not used that often, it is important to note that you can long jump twice, and Mario's long jump animation will be different. Keep also in mind that doing a long jump gives Mario momentum. To perform a ground pound, just press the Z button while in the air. If you quickly press the jump button after stomping the floor, you will perform a ground pound jump, which makes Mario go slightly higher than a double jump. Mario's dive is one of the most useful movements and it is often used by speedrunners and pro players. Mario's dive is really useful to cover bigger distances and it also makes Mario gain momentum. To perform it, just press the Z button and the Y button while in the air to dive. It is important to remind you that once Mario dives, he will be locked from doing any other movement until he reaches the ground. If Mario presses the Y button, or the X button if you're a freak, he will throw Cappy into the direction that you point with your left stick. This is used to capture enemies, which is the main mechanic of the game. But although this movement is a core mechanic that is quickly learned in the beginning of Super Mario Odyssey, there are a few tricks you can do to unlock all the potential that cap throws have. First of all, if you shake your controller, Cappy will either immediately return to Mario, or, if there is something that you can capture nearby, Cappy will home in. This is really useful as cap throws need to be less precise to work. Throwing Cappy while in the air delays Mario's fall, and if you combine it with the previous movement, you can perform a cap dive. To do this, jump, throw Cappy with the Y button, and quickly dive towards Cappy. Mario will gain an extra jump of Cappy and you'll be able to dive again. Note that you can just cap dive once and you'll need to touch the ground to perform another one. If you do a wall jump, you also won't be able to do a cap dive. However, grabbing moons resets your cap dive without needing to touch the ground. This set of movements, jump, cap dive, and then dive again, is the bread and butter of speedrunners and you will see it a lot in the runs, as it is super useful to reach a lot of places and gain momentum. Another important movement is the Cap's return jump. If you throw Cappy and you jump as soon as you get Cappy back, Mario will perform a Cappy return jump, which goes considerably higher than a regular one. If you do the same piece of movement while in the air, Mario will do a small rainbow spin that extends his time in the air, which is often used by trick jumpers. And speaking of rainbows, if you move your controller sideways, you will do a rainbow spin throw. This movement is often used to capture things faster. If you move your controller upwards, Mario will throw Cappy in the same direction, and if you are using Joy-Cons, you can also do the same downwards. These last cap throws are only used in very specific situations, but they are really cool, nevertheless. Finally, one of the last combos you can do with Cappy is the Cap Vault. To perform it, throw Cappy and bounce on it while on the ground. Mario will perform a jump that is almost as high as the triple jump, and the great thing about it is that if you do it while rolling, you will keep momentum and cover a lot of distance. Another bread and butter piece of movement that SMO pro players use is rolling. To roll, just crouch with the Z button and press the Y button afterwards to roll. You can also shake your controller to boost while rolling, which is the fastest method to move Mario around. You can also modify the direction where you are rolling into and long jump off it. However, speedrunners and pro players often like to roll cancel to quickly change Mario's direction or avoid bonking. To perform a roll cancel, press the Y and B buttons while rolling. If you do so after a roll boost, you will keep momentum after the roll cancel. The spin jump does not seem like a useful tool, but it is maybe one of the most effective movements that pro players and speedrunners use in their runs. To spin jump, rotate 360 degrees the left stick twice. Mario will then start spinning, and if you press the jump button, he will launch himself to the skies in a very silly manner. If you press the Z button while Mario is in the air during a spin jump, he will then spin pound like a drill. The interesting thing is that this move can be done right after you initiate a spin jump. This is called a spin pound. To do it, just rotate the left stick 2 full circles to make Mario spin, press the jump button and ground pound right after it. Mario should then ground pound immediately, and if you press the jump button afterwards, you'll perform a ground pound jump with almost no delay. The most complex and useful variant of this movement is, however, the spin pound roll, and this is the movement that changes SMO speedruns. To perform it, do a spin pound and then immediately press the Y button to start rolling. You can also point at any direction right before starting to roll, and Mario will move towards that direction. And this is why spin pound rolls are one of the most useful movements in the game, as you can quickly change Mario's direction while moving as fast as possible. So, with all this covered, let's see some scenarios in the any percent route where a wide variety of movements are applied.
It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl, don't feel a shed a tear, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl. So let's all jump up super high, high up in the sky. There's no hell, we're up like dancing. You know that you're my superstar, so no one else can take me this far. I'm flipping the switch, get ready for this, so let's do the Odyssey. Odyssey, yes, see. 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 Odyssey, Odyssey.
As you can see, mastering these movements will make Mario traverse the world fluidly, faster, and you'll be able to reach places effortlessly. Well, maybe not, but you get the point. So start practicing, power on your Nintendo Switch, boot up Super Mario Odyssey, and hey, maybe doing these advanced movements makes you consider trying speedrunning the game. I hope this tutorial was useful to you. As always, I will humbly ask you to like the video, subscribe to Wild Rush if you enjoy our content, to comment us your thoughts, and share this video to everyone who might be interested. Until we meet again,